Hi guys, this is an extension on a lesson that we did in class over one of your modules, which was Scientific Discoveries and Innovations, and you gave examples of scientific discoveries, and you understood that railroads was an important scientific discovery. And now I just want to kind of elaborate on another discussion that we may or may not have had in class, or you may or may not have understood very well. So I want to do that before you take your test to make sure you really understand, because I want to make sure that you understand this topic. So now that we've talked about scientific discoveries, the objective to this next part is to explain how resources, belief systems, economic factors, and political decisions have affected the use of technology. So we may have talked about this prompt in class, internet regulation, how to keep control. When it comes to regulating information on the internet, there are two sides of the argument that people seem to be on. And just generally, one side says that the internet is a free source where people should be able to share any information that they want to. And then the other side says it needs to be regulated. And the government right now is really struggling on how to regulate the internet to keep children safe and things like that. So I found this really cool website that I'll put a link in somewhere where you can access. It's called theinternetsociety.org. And it's a really cool website because it's all about that first side of the argument. It's all about keeping the internet for everybody. And if you have a chance to go to it, you should really just go to it and explore it. And on the tab that says issues, one of the issues is that down here, right here, where's that R word? I'm looking for regulation. There it is. You can see that. So when you go there, click on that. And as we click on that, it's talking about how the Internet Society works to ensure that the internet is retained regardless of the network and beliefs, and it wants to have open access for everyone. But the government, however, on the other hand, wants to censor maybe, or they want to regulate it. So this is something that is a really big issue in our society right now, and we just want you to be aware of it and be able to explain it. Basically, it's the societies have access to resources that facilitate the production of technologies. Like, we all have this access to internet and technology, and there are two beliefs, two different sides that say, well, we are a free society. We live in a limited government. So it should be, since we have limited government, this is going into like freedom of speech and freedom of all this, right? So, however, there is a belief that children need to be kept safe, and people can't be doing illegal stuff or encroach upon other people's rights. So that's an issue too. Then economy is another deal, because it costs money to maintain the internet and all this, and construct the towers and whatever it has to go into maintaining an internet and operate the internet. And that's a factor too. Also, what if government just restricted internet for some people? Or what if government restricted internet for all the people? Would that be within our beliefs as a limited government? Think about that. But would it be good for children? Or would it make children safer? But how can the government make children safer if they want to keep the country free? That's a real struggle that the government is having right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a discussion post in Canvas where you're going to have a chance to kind of like talk about and debate with your peers within the next 24 hours or so on this topic. All right? And I want you to just really think about what I just said, and hopefully you can come up with some really interesting things. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. All right, guys, keep studying. Bye.